Good afternoon. Call to order the meeting of the Greenwood Stormwater Board, Wednesday, July 12th at 4 p.m. May I have a roll call, please?
David Payne,
Here.
Forrest Sutton,
Here.
and Tim McLaughlin.
Here. All right, is there a motion for approval of our minutes from the last meeting of June 21st?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second. Any discussion about those minutes? No. All right, all in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those is being approved. All right, Chris, old business.
All right, jump right into it. Okay, so if you recall from our last meeting, we had a public-private partnership application from Honey Creek Meadows, Ron Pitcock with their representation. We had approved kind of a 50-50 budget with the homeowners. He went back to the HOA and try to whittle down some of the costs, some of the prices. We've run into, or I'm sorry, the applicants have run into funding situation and have proposed to do a kind of a three-phase project. So we would be able to, so what they're wanting to do is just do one pond this year, but then run the electrical to all three ponds. And so over the next 2 years, then install fountains, aerators in the remaining 2 ponds. So their proposal, and I kind of guide them this way. So if they did the entire project, I'm sorry, did the project as proposed with the one pond and fountain and aeration system to include the running the electrical for each other pond, it would be a total project of $20,402.40. They're requesting support from the PPP, the Stormwater Board, in the amount of $15,902.40. So that's still underneath our original commitment, but it increases for this portion of the project, increases our contribution by another 25 to 40%. I'm sorry, 25 to 30%. So if there's no objection, I would recommend a motion to get this project going, because as I mentioned in the last meeting, this is our only application we've had so far this year. We do have a strong fund to support these projects, and it would be nice if we could continue with this over the next 2 years as well with this HOA. But I recommend a motion to engage in a public-private partnership.
You are amending the previous motion. They've already authorized a PPP.
I
So-
will recommend the amendment of a motion, or amendment of the agreement of the PPP with the Honey Creek Meadows HOA for a total project of $20,402.40. Support from Stormwater Board of $15,902.40. Terms and conditions be outlined by the legal department. Authorize the stormwater superintendent to sign the report to be out.
Is there a motion?
I'm confused.
Go ahead.
Okay, the original motion was to approve a PPP for all 3 ponds, as well as the aeration installation to fund 50% of the project not to exceed $20,000. You wanted to amend it. You're still going to do 3 ponds, but you're going to amend it to do
One pond.
in phases, to phase this PPP to do 1 pond in 2023 and all of the electrical installation for all ponds, but the fountain and aeration systems for the other 2 ponds to be done in years 2 and 3. What pond are you doing first? Because all 3 were included in the original motion.
The one along Wildflower Lane and Worsted Road bypass.
So we're amending the original approval of the PPP to do the support for the project in phases. Year 1, you would support the aeration and fountain and electrical to the Wildflower Pond and all electrical to the other two ponds.
Correct.
Whatever those are, I can't remember their addresses. To be, then to install the aeration fountain system for the other two ponds in years 2 and 3. Do you know what?
Actually, how about we do it different? We install, okay, so amend the current agreement for the installation of the aeration and fountain for a pond along Flower Lane only, and to install the electrical for all ponds. And that would be the end of this agreement.
All ponds.
Subsequently, in 2024 or 2025, they would reapply for public-private partnership for
Next two ponds.
the next two ponds.
Okay,
Yeah.
So that way it would close this one out, we would be done.
Okay, so you're amending the PPP approval to do the aeration and fountain to the Wildflower Lane Pond and installation of electric to all 3 ponds in an amount not to exceed, what was the amount?
$15,902.40.
Right, so,
Terms and conditions to be done by the legal department and authorize you to sign it.
all right, so that takes care of one. So we do the electric for the other 2 ponds. What's going to give us a guarantee that they'll come back next year and say, oh, we're going to do this, or we decided not to do it?
Nothing,
We don't have.
we
Okay.
don't know. It's just kind of
So
a
good faith sort of.
good faith gesture, but it allows us to make this clean.
Okay, so there, I don't remember what their contribution was.
So in this agreement, it would be, their contribution would be $4,500.
With, okay. All right, so this will get them 1 pond, and then the other 2, they will come back, reapply.
Correct.
And then we can determine at that point. how much we want to spend.
Yeah, would the other 2 years be affected by going ahead and doing the electrical work this year?
I'm sorry.
Would the cost of the other 2 ponds be done in the future? Be affected by doing all the electrical work this year?
Well, that would already be done. That's going to be, to then deploy another, they might have to bore underneath the roadway. So I think they're getting a pretty good deal for $10,000 rather than cable and 7-meter box for all 3 ponds. If you look at the overall picture, you see how the distance from one pond to another.
If we're doing all 3 ponds, electrical work should that lower the cost in the future for the.
Oh, absolutely. So then it would just be the aeration installation, aeration and the fountain. So, yeah. It should be, more affordable for them for the subsequent years.
But any other questions? All right, so we have a motion.
I'll make the
to
motion.
amend. Motion by Tim, second. All right, any further discussion on this? No. All right, all in favor, say aye.
I
Aye. So that. Motion approved. All right, no new business? Okay, anything from the audience? Hearing none, move on to reports. Council, do you have anything?
No, sir.
All right, city engineer,
No, sir.
thank you. Greg,
Nothing for me.
thank you. All right, okay,
You should have received your quarterly report. Everything is very healthy. Let me know if you have any questions.
thank you. All right, Chris, back to you.
All right, jumped into the field report. We had 39.45 tons of debris street sweeping for a total 17.21.7. Jetting, we collected 2.66 tons of debris, 287. We had 2.18 inches of precipitation. Average temperature was 72. 138 work orders initiated, 187 completed, 39 requests initiated, 34 completed, 95 B&B inspections. We did 202 feet of jetting southly, and 1,864 locates, 2 stormwater management permits, 10 inspections, 12 ESC permits, 31 inspections, 68 hotspots cleared, 100 right-of-way inspections. Our educational event, native plant coffee canvas. We hit out our summer newsletter. We did a couple of nature center tours. And that's all I've got. I don't have any operation maintenance manuals. So that's all I have.
All right, commissioners, anything you guys want to say?
No, sir.
All right. Is there a motion for approval of our claim dockets?
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Okay. Any discussion about that?
No.
All right, all in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Any other business needs to come before the board? Hearing that, we'll be adjourned. 4:11. Thank you.